Welcome back to another episode on the Rebirth Demo. So we're going to be doing another speed run. The other video that I did actually did quite well, so we're just going to do the exact same thing pretty much. So just like before, we're going to be using no materia, no items, going to be skipping all cutscenes, and if you missed the last one, I'll leave an icon card so you can check that one out. But I think this one is going to be a lot more optimized, so we should be fine. So we're going to be in normal mode, and everything else should be fine, so we'll just go straight into it and see how it goes. So I'll start a timer. As soon as the first frame starts is when it'll start, and then we should get into it. So right there. So we'll take on this first enemy and try and do as much damage as possible. Just trying to kill it as soon as we can. There we go. Skip all these cutscenes and try and get through it as soon as possible, because we ended last one on around 31 minutes. So we're just gonna sprint. But since I did it last time, I kind of know what's needed. So first we're gonna run to Cloud's house. This is not Cloud's house. This one's Cloud's house. So do this. Skip through this dialogue.
Sure it does.
So we'll say yes, and then we'll skip the cutscene with Cloud's mum. Skip this, and we'll go up the water tower now. There'll be a little cutscene here, and then we can skip this, jump down, and it should say once we spoke to, I think it's Zargan. We'll skip that cutscene.
City folk are so sophisticated.
So we'll skip this, and now we can rest. Now we can go straight to Sephiroth. So I managed to shave off about 2 minutes there.
Looking back, all the signs
from my last playthrough anyway.
The moment we arrived, Sephiroth just
So we can
wasn't.
skip this, and then we'll be in the Nibble area. So with Materia, we can't actually unequip it until we defeat a few enemies first when we unlock the SS Materia. So I will be unequipping them because they do provide some stat bonuses, and the whole point of the run is not to have any Materia. We don't have access to Sephiroth's though, because his is set, so we won't be able to take his off, so we'll just have to kind of, there's nothing we can do about that really.
I've seen a few reactors in my time, but none with such a breathtaking view. Who could tire of it?
Everyone, eventually.
So what we can actually do as well, I mentioned in my previous speedrun, you can actually roll, and it's a little quicker than jogging.
I think you
Now sometimes, as you can see now, it will prevent you, it'll force you to walk if you're a bit further on than you should be. So we'll just kind of use that to get a bit more ahead than we necessarily would. But since last time, I've done another playthrough since then, just kind of off camera, just to try and get the route down a lot better. Now there is a battle that we can skip, so if we can skip some battles, it'll also shave off time. But we just need to optimize it as much as possible, really.
Going too fast for you, am I?
Of course not.
So just like them logs, you don't have to vault over them. You can just go around them.
You guys were in a hurry.
Probably takes just about same time,
Burn yourself.
or it might not. But I've not tested either one.
Close to burned out.
But they should be. I think not vaulting would be a lot quicker. But if you like this video, then just let me know in the comments, because people enjoyed the last video that I did. So if it's something that you're interested in and you want to see more of, then make sure to let me know. And then if a lot of people like it, then subscribe, notifications on, and then we'll just go from there. We'll be able to do a lot more content like this, especially with the second part of the demo coming out on Wednesday. So again, we've got some more enemies. We'll just have to take these out. Of course, no materia or anything. But we'll just take them out. It should be pretty easy. We'll do a braver just to finish him off. Skip this cutscene. But next one's going to be some little frog things. And they're generally easier anyway. So we'll just take these out. Go into Punisher stance. And then we should be able to just do a pretty big blitz on him. If we do a triple slash as well.
Let's finish this.
And then maybe a braver to finish it off.
Well, that's that.
And there's a little cutscene up here coming up, so I have to skip that. And then we've got the flying enemies.
Is that Mako?
However, most of the enemies in this demo can't be avoided. However, there are some that can be. So we just need to be careful of them. So this guy, just need to take him out. If we do another triple slash, we'll kind of go into the air with him. And then we just need to do our blade beams, good damage for it, and finish it with the braver.
Piece of cake.
After you finish the battle as well, you can roll, which kind of ends the animation of you like swinging your sword around. Managed to block that. So we'll do another triple slash. We'll finish this little guy.
Finish this.
Go into Punisher mode. We can block the charge. And we'll do another triple slash, which should stop him from doing that charge, which it did. And then we'll end it on a braver. I'm glad that we had the reach there. Because he moved away, I thought that he would kind of block it, but it seemed fine. So we're doing a charge again, so we can block that. And we'll do a triple slash, which stopped his little projectile. We're doing another triple slash as well, which should end it. Yeah, there we go. Now we'll skip this cutscene that's coming up.
Shall we pick up?
So now that the materia is there, we'll skip this and we'll unequip all the materia. So cloud and there we go. So now there's no stat boost with what we've got. Now all of these little things as well, where you can vault over them, just try and skip them because I know that definitely will save some time. Now if we do a braver on them, it will do AoE damage.
See ya.
And we'll finish this guy off with another braver.
Brace yourself. Well, that's that.
And we'll roll just to end that animation, and then we'll go to these other aerial enemies. So we'll start with, obviously, our guardian. So managed to counter that. We'll do another focus thrust. Or not focus thrust, the triple slash. We'll do another one as well. But we didn't get attacked by that then. Start doing some blade beam. Oh, he hit us in the air. He didn't even do his animation. If we do another triple slash, we should finish it. So we need to be careful with our health as well, because we are about half health now. And obviously we can't use items. So we need to make sure that we can try and limit the amount of damage that we're taking. But I'm pretty sure there is a bench coming up pretty soon. So we shouldn't be too bad. We come up here, double back on ourselves.
Hey, not that way.
And then of course just come through this bit with Tifa.
A while ago. Come on back, okay?
Okay.
Now in my last speedrun attempt I did mess up on quite a bit, but so far I think it's been alright. The battles could have been better. So it could be perfect if I just made them a bit better, like my blocking and stuff. But so far we're doing better already than like time wise. So like we're not even 10 minutes in yet and we're pretty decent. So just need to carry on going.
This way. Gotta make a detour through a Shinra facility.
To think I almost made you our guide. Good thing I reconsidered.
And a lot of it is
Otherwise,
pace
you'd let
restricted.
us straight off a
It's
cliff.
like this bit, of course, you can't sprint as fast as you usually would.
Yes.
However, there is a lot of vaulting locations soon, and sometimes you can skip certain things like climbing up ladders. You can just jump up the wall instead if it's like the right height. So we will get to that at some point. But yeah, we'll just stand right in front of this door so we can pretty much go through as soon as it opens. And then we'll come up here, come to the left, and go in the elevator. Now it is this door that opens. So if we can get as close to the door as possible, especially while we're waiting, then we don't have to wait about and then have to run past everyone again. So we can skip this cutscene, go into plunger stance so we can actually attack him. We'll get our ATB up, we'll do a braver. And he'll start attacking again. Then we'll then counter it again. We'll do another braver, it'll stagger him. We'll get a bit more ATB. And then do another braver, which should finish him off. Almost. And this... There we go. I'm going to try and not use abilities as well when they're almost dead, because they've got an animation and it kind of means that we won't be gone as quick as possible. So with these, we can just kind of move non-stop and it should suck up all the Mako without us having to stop.
Gas levels reduced by 70%.
Now these are probably like the slowest part of the game that I've noticed anyway. Like there is another one a bit later on that I always get stuck on because there's a fence on the floor and it just doesn't like the physics of it doesn't like it. So you always get stuck. So hopefully that doesn't happen because it does waste a lot of time. Now there's a few vault locations here as well. We can kind of run through them a bit so we don't have to waste time doing that. Now there's going to be a little cutscene here, so we're going to skip this. And next up is another cutscene where we fall into down the bridge and then we'll get Sephiroth in our party. And I have looked at a guide.
Then let me go
I'll
first.
get a link to his channel, well, to the video that I learned from. But Blitz, he does a lot of videos on Final Fantasy, and he did a Sephiroth guide, so I know a lot more on how to actually use him as a character, which hopefully will come into play when we're fighting the Materia Guardian, because it should save a lot of time on the battle. Ideally, anyway. So Sephiroth's in the party, and we climb up this wall. We can actually use a bench so we can get up to full health points again. Climb up here. Now, if I did not take as much damage, then obviously we could skip the bench, saving time. It might only be 5 seconds, but it is still something. So just need to kind of work on that in the future, just about learning enemy moves. So again, I'm going to use Sephiroth, and now we can do our attacks. But I learned that if you do Hell's Gate and then you press triangle, do Infernal Gate, and that does a lot more damage than it's just normal Hell's Gate, because obviously it's like an add-on. So this battle you can skip. If you just run to the left of them, then you can skip the battle entirely, which will save like a minute or something.
Just have to go through it.
But to the right of them enemies is a empowerment materia, if you wanted to grab that, which can increase your physical damage. If you level it up, then you can do magical damage as well, but you don't have chance to actually level it up in the demo, just because it doesn't give you enough experience. So I'm going to attack this up. I'm going to go back to Sephiroth because he got me. And once I've got Zanshin, I'll do Zanshin Rising, which does a lot more damage. And should finish this one off. Do a health. Oh, we didn't have to. Just another slice would kill him. So we'll climb up here now. But yeah, all the materia, I'll try and point it all out, just so you can get an idea of where it all is. Because there is quite a lot of strong materia that you can find. Now we need to be careful with these. So, because the screech from that guy can be a pain. So we need to take him out as soon as possible. There we go. But yeah, they can be just a nuisance, because they will stun you, which can make you lose a lot of time. It also takes a long time for him to climb these walls, which I find annoying. Like, you can just sit there for a while without him actually jumping. And I did think that this could be prevented, but you can't prevent that. You've kind of got to always stumble. So that's kind of just, you've got to do that. And I don't think you can skip this battle.
Heads up.
I've tried going around and I couldn't get it anywhere.
Are you?
So we managed to kill that before it got its screech off. And there we go.
Gotta say, that one felt pretty good.
So this one's pretty slow. Just need to kind of skip through this. Now on our left, as soon as we get the end of this, there is a magnify materia if you want us to grab that. And you can just jump down the side, you don't need to climb down, but you do have to climb back up. So if you got to grab that, then go for it. I never actually used the magnify because I didn't think Cloud really needed it, but we're about to face the zoo now. So this is a lot easier if you have your wind materia, because it is weak against wind.
Come on.
So it's staggered. Oh, it's crashed anyway. We'll do a Hell's Gate, do an Infernal Gate, do a Zanshin, and then we use our ranged attacks with Cloud. Once we've got ATB, might be able to do a focused thrust, which should stagger it. There we go. And now we'll go back to Sephiroth because he has a lot more attack damage. Do a Telekinetic Fury, do a Zanshin, and that ended up finishing it. Now here we can run up. I don't think it's actually quicker to climb up, but you can skip this ladder. Now these, we'll finish these off. These are pretty weak anyway. But yeah, that Infernal Gate does so much damage, and it also AoE as well, so it just pretty much finishes everything off. But down there is a Guard Precision, so that's basically, it gives you more time to actually defend so that you're immune to the attack. So that is something that is quite useful. If you go down to the side there, you'll actually find a Comet Materia, which is a very powerful magic spell. So if you've got a high level unit, and this save does transfer over, you can actually, say for example Aerith, if she's got high magic, give Aerith Comet, and then you'll be sweet because it does a lot of damage. Now I found that this can get stuck on this gate, which I was saying earlier. So yeah, it gets a bit stuck. You just kind of have to wiggle your analog stick, and it kind of avoids it.
Auto gas levels reduced.
So now we'll, because they opened the door first, we can just kind of go through and squeeze through the gap. And yeah, like earlier, you don't need to stop moving for it to actually suck it all up. So you just kind of just keep going. It should be a lot faster.
Auto gas levels reduced by 70%.
There we go.
Gas detected.
Now we're coming up to the Materia Guardian now.
Access granted.
I think there is a bench outside, but I might skip it. Well, I don't know, because we are pretty... As long as I defend properly, we should be fine. But I will be saving like 5 seconds, so I'm just going to skip it. Hopefully, that doesn't come back to bite me. But there's a little cutscene just before we get into it, so we'll skip this. So we'll go to Cloud because he can defend, and then he can obviously do his counter.
Maybe try mixing it up.
So if we do a, well, he kind of stunned us dead. We'll do a Hell's Gate, then Infernal Gate, and our Cloud can do a focused thrust, so try and get his stagger up.
Try to mix it up. You need to vary.
And we'll get another one. So almost staggered him now. Just need to keep attacking him. Now I need to be careful of this. But he grabbed him anyway. So need, then target the leg.
Doing so great.
So we can actually teleport to it. And then we'll do another Zanshin. And then Zanshin Rising. And then we'll come back down, do another Zanshin Rising, and we'll swap to Cloud, do a lot more damage, and then we'll, well, it's onto its next phase now. So we can't skip this cutscene, because it is in battle, and you can't skip battle cutscenes. You kind of sit through this. But I want to get Cloud's limit up, and Sephiroth's, because hopefully, once we do our ability, we should be able to finish off with the limit breaks. I'm going to use Sephiroth here, because you can teleport right up to it. Then Zanshin Rising. If I go to the legs, it should be able to get him down a lot quicker. Stanchion rising. And then we'll just use our triangle abilities. So now he's actually got his limit break. So I may as well use his limit now.
Enough of this.
Use Cloud in the meantime. Try and get his limit up. So that you get as much limit break as possible. So now just kind of doing as much as we can. Now to his last phase. So now we just need to use our synergy ability. And then do as much damage as possible after that.
Practically panting.
I'm excited.
Such a puppy.
So yeah, we'll skip this and we'll use our synergy ability.
Take the lead.
So we'll actually start with Cloud because we might need to pressure him a bit more just to stagger him. So yeah, we'll focus thrust him. So we've got him and we'll attack the claws.
Damn it.
Hopefully if we tag it. There we go. So we'll do a Hell's Gate. Infernal Gate. Hell's Gate. Infernal Gate.
I got this.
And we should be able to do some good damage on him first. Almost there now. Swap to Sephiroth. And we'll just should be able to do good damage before he gets to kill us. There we go. So let's get this cutscene as well. No, obviously that is a lot quicker with Materia. But that is not what we're doing
I
today.
expect it to be all systems go.
You'd think it'd be running at reduced output. Like most games.
Then let me guess.
So there's no more battles now. That's all the battles done.
No, I should know.
So we just need to kind of make our way
The
through now.
company really needs to be more transparent.
Tell that to the president.
What exactly is the problem with this place?
The people in charge. While most reactors are under the jurisdiction of urban planning, this one is.
Now this you can... Oh, rolling isn't actually quicker. I thought rolling would be.
You see here, you are not to speak of it.
Oh, I won't.
But all the rest is mainly cutscenes. You got 2 quick time events, which aren't that bad. So we're just coming up to one now. And I did explain this in my previous video, but you can actually just hold L2 and R2, and as soon as he goes slanted, let go. As soon as he comes back up, just like he did then, you hold L2 and R2 again, so that when they show up, it already starts it. You don't have to wait for your reaction time. Because the reaction might be a little slow, and obviously you'll be wasting time then. I believe this is the last one. I think it might be. Yeah, there we go. So come through here, skip the cutscene that's about to happen, and come back to Nibelheim. Try and skip his dialogue, press circle.
I suppose.
Now, these guys outside, I think there's a way for them to push you forward, so that you're kind of always ahead of them, but it takes extreme precision, and it's kind of inhuman to be fair.
I saw him headed toward the mansion.
So, keep going.
Sephiroth wasn't looking so hot when he passed by.
But yeah, this part you can roll and you will be quicker,
Shinra Manor was the biggest building in
rather than just a
and
small jog.
from a reactor. The company used to
But it
conduct
might
research
actually
back when it was still a small
put you into a walk
manufacturing.
again if you're too far ahead than you should
The
be.
rent on that plot was basically what kept the village afloat.
Well, here we are.
There we go.
What now?
I mean, the whole place
So
is
we can roll
pitch
here.
black.
That's a little quicker.
Think he's sleeping or something?
What if he's sick and needs our help?
You can't roll here.
Took a look
Go
around the
straight
place,
to the elevator.
but Sephiroth was nowhere to be seen.
Now we're almost at the end now. So hopefully our time is a bit quicker than it was last time, which it should be. I won't actually know the time until
Basement.
I see the timer in editing.
Doubt anyone in the village
So-
had a clue.
But so far, it's looking pretty decent. Just over 20 minutes. I think it was about 25 minutes last time I was here, so we're doing pretty well. So now we're going back to Nibelheim. Gonna be a blaze. We can sprint over there. I got stuck in a bush last time as well, so I'm gonna try not to this time. I tried to skip a corner that I shouldn't have, but managed to not do that this time and skip this cutscene.
Let me through! My son's still in there!
Now, I need to be careful of the NPCs because they can push you again, and they will be annoying because then you'll be out of path. The best way to avoid it is just stick to the left. Then they can't really nudge you.
And he's still here. So keep your eyes peeled.
It's usually when you get to this little wagon,
Straight.
that's when they
I need you
come.
to secure the way out. Now. Yes, sir.
So yeah, just stick to the left and they won't push you.
But he... Why would he...
So this bit is a lot slower, obviously because I was limping. Should be alright. Now we can head back.
Hold on, I'm coming.
But we are very close to the end now, which is great. Oh yeah.
Almost there.
How many days are we away? So it's, at time of recording, it's Sunday. So Wednesday is when it comes out. So maybe, what's that? So that's like 3 days, which isn't too far. I can't wait till the next part comes out. I'm wondering how far we'll actually go, because this is meant to be the open world element. But it will be restricted, obviously, because it is only a demo. And I'm hoping that we can go up to the part where we meet Yuffie, because obviously we meet Yuffie and Junon, and I'm guessing that's the part that we get up to. Hello, Cloud. That's Cloud on the floor. Poor Cloud. So we're gonna skip this cutscene again, and now we'll start crawling. Now, there's not a way to actually hold these. You just need to have good reaction time. So, because if you hold it too soon, it'll delay it, and then you can't actually start it as quick as you can.
Period. Sephiroth. Stop. You sick son of a bitch.
But we're almost there now. Just like last episode, I will end the cutscene on the frame that it says the demo complete. So that's like the entire duration of the speedrun. Now, if people like it, obviously I will do speedrun on the Junon area as well. That'll just be main story, because I'm guessing that we've got side content as well in that. Because we go to the Chocobo Farm, I'm guessing, might not do, but that's what my thought is. And everything else. But, there we go. So, that's the demo done. That is a lot quicker than last time. I'll make a video myself after I've edited, just to so I know what time it is. But, so far, it's looking just under about 30 minutes. So, hopefully, that is the case. Anyway, I'm going to edit, and then I'll come back, and yes, I'll see what time it is. So, I just reviewed the footage, and it seems that it took us 28 minutes and 7 seconds exactly to actually get the video done. And last time, we got 31 minutes, 50 seconds, and 75 milliseconds. So that means we've got a total time save of 3 minutes, 44 seconds, and 15 milliseconds, which I think is great. Like I said before, it could be broken down even more if I did it a bit better, not having to use benches and being able to defend against enemy attacks. But I think this is great, and it means that we've saved a lot more time than we did previously. So that's it for the video. So if you liked it, make sure to subscribe, leave your notifications on so you're aware when I do similar videos. Like the video if you did enjoy, and I've also set up a Twitter. So if you want to vote on polls that I put up, or keep up to date when I'm recording videos so you're aware externally when I'm doing stuff, and make sure to click that. It's going to be in the description, so check that if you want to. But I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.